So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. It's Thursday, my favorite day of the week. And it only gets better from there. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my favorite days for the crossword. I'm so excited about it. And today we have a 2023 Dopio Passo. And this one is actually a bio designation, a bio in English, which means that it's organic. And I saw it on the shelf and I thought, I just gotta try this one out. I like the pretty green, and let's just check and see what we got here. But on the nose, from right after the pour into now, it's just a very pungent, fruity, in-your-face boldness with the sweet smell. It's a bouquet of florals. It's really nice. The predominant piece of this would be the cassis, but then a lot of melon as well. It is more tannic. It's got a nice finish. And it maintains that boldness through and through. Not quite as intensely red as days past. I can name out some of the keys here. So probably not going to be the biggest culprit on turning my teeth blue here so much, but it does have a wonderful finish. And it's very slightly sweet. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 5 being in the middle and 1 being dry, I'd give this a 2, maybe a 3. So it's not like a halbtrocken or a half sweet wine, but it's a great one. This is a good one, and this one's just got venison written all over it. This would be a fantastic wine for venison. Maybe duck. Maybe escargot. I think I'm seeing what my dinner plans are looking like for tomorrow. So let's hop into our grid and see what we've got. My name is Christopher, and I'm delighted you're here to solve this grid with me. It really has been a pleasure. I want to just thank everybody so much for all the support. Appreciate it like you wouldn't believe. So we have a co-construction today. We have a Rich Proulx and a Cin-Cin. Simon. Yeah, familiar with the names. I think we're going to probably have ourselves a pretty clever grid today. As always, edited by Mr. Will Shorts. Always good to say that too. Let's hop into our grid. And here come the hiccups. Give up. Oh. We're getting this an awful lot lately. It seems like we got a lot of seeding going on. Let's take a look. So a point of transition could be a cusp. I part, maybe the uvea. Bad actors. Well, this takes me back to George W. Bush. The evildoers. Perhaps that's what we got here. Evildoers. That'll be kind of fun. Let's see. Tries to win. Ooh. Is that woos, maybe? Hotel amenity. Probably Wi-Fi. Not sure what's going on with our little PlayStation symbols in here today, but I'll probably figure that out. I'm going to go with woos here. Check our D. Hit up privately on the socials, maybe DM'd. Big name and nail polish. I'm not sure about this at all. It may be Essie. I don't know. K's. So probably Isles. Burning Glow. No idea. No idea. Homemade bombs for short. Could be IEDs. Lovely. Nationalist group founded in 64. Probably the PLO. So try before you buy option could be a demo model. So far we're coming along just nicely. Aired in multiple places at the same time. I don't know. So just simulcast. TV screen option in brief, maybe an LCD. So some smallish batteries. No, I don't know of anything that's going to have a C in that for those. These are probably going to be double A's because, we've got this, it's in plural. Collectors of forensic evidence for short would be CSIs perhaps. So I don't know. I don't know. Presently, in the past, could have been anon. Datum on a dating profile. Bug killers. Hits the exchange in Wall Street lingo, and I think this is goes IPO. Some lighters or pens could be Bics. Yeah, could also be ST Dupont. But I don't think they're going to be talking about ST Dupont. I think we're talking about Bics. Since we got 4 letters to work with, it'd be one heck of a rebus, wouldn't it? Windows portal in brief. So, I don't know, maybe MSN. Sorts with unruly hair. Wow, I'm first going with like mop tops here, right? You know, like mop tops, but I've only got 6 letters to work with. Many a work message could be a memo. So now we got first Hebrew letter is Aleph. What do we got going on here now? Potpourri. Companion of Jason in the search for the golden fleece. And I think we're talking about Medea. Delivery people. Okay, that is very clever. Probably could be mamas. Choose. Oh, that's what I say. That looks like it should be elect, but that not with that spelled wrong. Sorry. Oil and water to a painter, probably media. Components to salts and fats in the kitchen. This would be acids, which has a big deal to go along with the kind of meat that I would say to choose for a wine, right? You know, if it's an acidic wine, then we probably want to go for something really fatty, like a corned beef or something in the Middle Eastern range, right? Pork sausages, stuff like this, you know. But if it's tannic, then maybe not so fatty and maybe more along the steak realm, right? You know, something would be a little bit leaner and nicer. So, you know, acids have a big effect on our lives as tasters. So, potpourri could be a hash, and I think I see already that I didn't spell media out. I spelled metis. And I think a trove could be a stash, which is giving us mopeds. So we're going to need to go figure out what's going on over here now. And I need to hope that I haven't fat-fingered anything else, because if I'm not paying attention, that's the thing that can really hang me up, you know? So bug killers. Datum on a dating profile could be age. So a blank around football trick play could be an end around. So I think it looks like we've got simulated here. And I guess bug killers could be antibiotics. And wow, here I go again. Yeah, you can just tell it's been a long day. And it has been a very long day for me. And I do apologize for being so lethargic. Just been up for a long time. About 4:30 this morning I had to get up, and it's been a day. Close-up shots of a sort. Tip ends. Guess we got our sports reference here. Speedway additive brand. I'm going for STP. Let's see. Juggling chainsaws on a tightrope. For instance, maybe a circus stunt. Okay. Assume the lotus position, say maybe to sit. Minding my posture. Record setters. Commit a party foul in a way. What 5 answers do in this puzzle? Don't really know yet, though. I guess that U there could be a double dip. Record setters, if that's a D for double, I'm going to say maybe DJs to start, which would also be very clever. And month with the newest federal holiday, 2021, would be June. So face on a 5er, I'm going for Abe. And yeah, I think we can get a double dip out of this. It is a party foul. Night light could be a star. Shirley and Orly, that would be Mewi. Oui. So let's see if we can tackle this up here. Lout could be a boor. That was my favorite thing to say when I was college age. What a cretinous boor. A boorish reprobate. Boor. The boor was always there to modify whatever the insult was going to eventually be. Let's see. Lout, boor, got it. Okay, I feel good about that. No lie in text. How about to be honest? Since we got freight here. So, Atlanta school, whose team this is probably Georgia Southern. And still to be filled as a role could be uncast. No. Don't do that. Yeah, I think I might fall asleep here. I'm really going to have to pep this up somehow. Maybe some wine will help, though. I think it might have the opposite effect. It might only exacerbate the problem. Rapper for whom Harvard's Hip Hop Fellowship is named, and that would be Nas. And what an honor that must be. Okay, so I'm still not trying to figure out what's going on here. So, logician who hypothesized that the simplest explanation for a phenomenon is usually the best. I think we're talking about Occam here. Pretty famous for his razor. Green. Boy, money. Yeah, the hiccups. These are just getting old. I don't know what it is. And it happens this time of day. If I'm doing the grid or not, it makes no difference. But wine or not, I seem to get the hiccups almost every day. Crazy. Deuce beater could be maybe a tray. Last word of the last multiple choice option, maybe. So maybe above, like none of the above or all of the above. Kick-in, cardio option. I think I remember this being Tybo. Farm worker, organizer, Chavez. And I think that's Cesar, if I'm not mistaken. Chuck. Could be to heave. Items for babies on board. Director Wells Orson. Carrots. If you put it that way, however, on the other hand, okay, so online shorthand for offline, maybe IRL. I part found in the uvea, probably iris. Put out. Possible sleeping spot for a partner who's in the doghouse. Okay, that's not good. So stay out of the doghouse for one. Quick to learn, maybe apt. That's my cue. I'm up. Okay, toy shooter. I would say like a cap gun or a cap pistol, but I don't know. Stand on stage, perhaps. Identity associated with a blue, pink, and white flag, and I think these are trans. Blind part could be a slat. Cautionary sign at a pier could be no fishing. No fishing. Yeah, okay, so toy. So stand on stage could be a riser. Put out could be to emit. Okay, that makes sense. And then 1982 George Clinton hit with the refrain bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. That's Atomic Dog. That was the coolest song when it came out. It just was, you know. I need to turn my volume up. Sorry for that noise. Total force in Taoism, probably be a chi. Six pack that might be in the craft section, maybe IPAs and things to brood over. Eggs, clever, liking it. Hyundai SUV named after a region of Hawaii, probably Kona. Barely make out. So eek. Oh, how do we do, Bob? Okay, Okay, you know what? I'm sorry that I don't have quite the energy that I usually do, but I'm really just tired, and I didn't get to bed until late last night, unfortunately, and it was just a very long day. And there's so much uncertainty these days. I think everybody's having a rough time of it, you know, so that's why I always try to say things like, let's try to stick up for one another, right? You know, but about this grid, I mean, we're going to have to figure this out. At least I'm going to have to. So let's go over here. Collectors of forensic evidence. Okay, so CSIs makes sense, but simulated doesn't. I thought this was simulcast. But double dip. Double dip. All right. Okay, so if this C comes up and goes next to this L, and this S goes up and it goes next to the A, so simulcast. And so maybe this is supposed to be a chip and this is supposed to be the dip. I don't know about that. I mean, no way for me to really tell that, but so mop heads, right? So you put that H next to the P, the A next to the E, and you got mop heads versus mopeds. So that's my cue. But if toy shooter could be a cap, P goes next to the A, and then the S goes next to the I. So a cap pistol makes sense. And then here, burning glow, thinking firelight, right? So I-R-F-I-R-E-L, firelight. Okay, I think we've got this now. So again, carrots then becomes car seats, tracking. 100%. Party foul are what 5 answers do. These answers double dipping. Clever grid, beautifully done. Proulx-Seigel, fantastic work today. Bravo. Let's go ahead and bring down our Benny Yardad too. Just want to say thank you to everybody for liking, subscribing, for adding to the rules. Thank you for your comments. They mean the world to me. I just appreciate everybody more than you could ever know. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Abend noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Be good to the person behind you in line. Hang in there. And I'll see you tomorrow because Friday is Friday. And we've got to be in a better mood on Friday. And I'm not in a bad mood. I'm probably going to go to bed after these get posted. Be well. We'll see you on tomorrow. Cheers.